This is your daily market recap for Thursday, August 25th, 2022. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at EXPI Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for Thursday, August 25th, 2022. Hopefully you're having a great day. Wanted to do more live chats because guess what? It gets people to interact. I think there's real value here at the end. Again, if you're new to the channel, remember, check out the Discord room. Link in the description below. Our goal here is ultimately to help traders who are, again, beginners. It's really hard. It's more of a channel built for people who know the language of trading, who are, potentially struggling with, really laser tuning their edge, as I describe it, right? It's just you gotta be smart, right? So at this point, with what's going on in the market, how things are going, I want to just break it down real quick. Again, if you're new to the channel, Discord room, wait to please ask questions at the end, and let's get into it. So today, the market, it's up. Not surprised. We talked about coming off the professional gap. There's probably going to be a rally. Potentially, everybody's thinking they're a rally. This is where it gets a little sketchy for me because, again, as we know, sentiment is what? Typically wrong. The money that the market is making and taking is because what? It's getting people to do the wrong things. And if it seems obvious that the markets are going higher right now because of a Fed pivot or the Feds are going to say something, well, the bottom line is go look at the Fed fund futures. There's no change. There's 75 basis points coming in September. At this point, it's really just the market manipulating people's emotions by, again, what's so hard for people? This is the thing. It's like you're short the market. It's so hard to stay short. It's just so hard. Why is it so hard? Because it feels like this. It feels like you got to hide in a bunker as the market goes against you. Now, this is the thing why I always tell people, what is our goal, right? Our goal is to what? Anticipate the move. So if you're short from the highs, that's where the big money is. Does that make sense? It's not in. Now, you can day trade, but you have to be careful being aggressive, okay? You got to be very, very careful intraday, because that's what I tell people. Gambling on what's going to happen day to day is by far the hardest thing in trading. Doing what the market's doing when you get a trend, now that's where the big money is. You can go in safely. Now we'll talk about that more and more as we get into the video. And again, if you have questions about like how do you know? How do you know? Again, we talk about this all the time. If I tell people read Anna Cooling book, VPA analysis, Jesse Livermore, Reminiscent Stock Operator. Study the market makers. That's what you got to do. You got to study the market makers, okay? I'm sorry, if my voice, does it need to be louder? Just while I got people listening, let me know. Just real quick, I apologize. Someone in the chat was asking about it. Apologize for the distraction. I just want people at home to be able to hear this well. All right, we good? We good? Good. All right, Bitcoin. Whew, man, it just feels like Groundhog Day. Just a Groundhog Day. Every day, you're at the channel lows and you're holding the range lows from the past. It is so frustrating to be a bull, I bet. But this is the hardest thing about trading, right? Is what? Patience. If you think this is going lower, you got to be patient. If you think it's going to go higher, you got to be patient. Like the market just doesn't go from point A to point B in a straight line, and that's the hardest thing for people to realize. Oh, you want a day trade? Well, guess what? The market's going to confuse you intraday. It's going to do things that make you what? Bail. Give up. Move on. Say, it's too hard. Cry uncle. None. I mean, I don't think there's anything to say. If you're long, you're scared, and if you're short, you're scared. This is such a weird inflection point because it clearly matters. I mean, it's the high volume low from right in this area, right? We all agree high volume highs, high volume lows, love to retest. This was a TraderFlorida.net special, one of his little edges that I'm sharing with you guys for free, essentially. It is what it is, so. Oh, sorry, checking something real quick. All right, yep. Awesome. Sorry, got some things going on with investment properties. You guys know I'm in real estate as well, and sometimes when I get certain texts, I got to take a look at them. I want to keep this going. Anyway, if you're in Bitcoin, I don't know. Please just have a plan. Don't just buy and hold, or just don't short and hold. Someone's attacking me on YouTube. My comments like, "Oh, you're an idiot talking about uranium. I was down 30% and now I'm back to even." I don't want to see anybody ever down 30% in a trade. Period. I don't care if it's long term or short term. The goal is not to invest in 30% downside before it moves up. Oh, it's so frustrating dealing with folks like, oh, you can't time the market. It's like, well, also too, but you pick and choose your entry and your exit. If you tell me down 30% is a good trade when you're back to even, I would tell you wasted 4 months if it took that happen just to get to even. You could have done nothing and done the same thing. Does that make sense? Again, I don't want to, I feel bad because it's like at some point, it's like you're going to hear this sound.
Shock advised.
Yeah. I was trying to get the ambulance shock pulse, like, wake you up. Like, you got to wake up. That sound wasn't one as it was, but that's what it is. Like, wake up. If someone thinks that losing 30% in a trade to break even is a good trade, I got to tell you something. Your brain is wrong. That tone didn't fit. Thought I was going to nail that one. Anyway, oil, what do we talk about? Demand destruction. Demand destruction. Please, we're going into a recession. The GDP is confirming it. Inflation causes the recession, y'all. What happens at the first stage of inflation? Are wages going to rise as demand destruction comes? No, it never does. Why? Think about it. Think about it. The first wave of inflation always creates a recession because everyone's margins get squeezed. Then once the public gets used to higher prices, potentially can inflation and the markets rise together? Naturally, yes. The first wave, no. not at all. And again, people just, I don't know how to explain this to people. So now you got oil and everyone's, I'm sorry to say this, but the silliest folks are long oil again. And if you were hanging out with us in May and June, this was one of the most epic shorts. We said, watch out for a retest of the highs. Everyone was bullish. Now, when I say everybody, I think you have to remember, everybody is a sucker. Smart money is not telling you what to do and what not to do. Everybody is being, told what to do in FinTwit, Twit, Stock Twits, whatever. Hey, do this. Wrong. All of y'all were wrong. Now it goes sideways for a few months and everyone's bullish again. Problem. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. Red alert. No. You got to be smart, y'all. You got to be smart. And again, I don't even like to call it yet. And I say this too. The smart money is quiet. The non-intelligent money is very loud, shouting. And they're shouting at me today, which again, I love it. I actually don't mind when they come talk to me and tell me how wrong I am. Because I'm like, at the lows, you'll be quiet. So every day you're bullish makes me more confident that we're going back to the lows. TLT. Wow. The levels matter and they're holding. It's really that simple. Now, here's the problem. People are like, well, if yields go lower, TLT higher, isn't the market going to go higher? Well, do your history, my friend. Do your history. Look at August, September before the spike, right? In yield, or spike in TLT and yields down. Once the market confirmed the recession, TLT went lower. Now I know inflation's here. So how high does this pop? Good question. We don't know. Maybe it doesn't. That's the hardest part here. Maybe it doesn't. But what should naturally happen, in my opinion, is that at least rates will stabilize. Because people are going to do what? When they're worried about losing money, what do? They buy the dollar, they buy bonds. They do it, and they do it, and they do it, and they do it, and they do it every time. So if you have any questions about this, study the past. Dollar holding up high and tight. What have we said? Euro parity? That's probably not going to... No, again, here we go. The dollar is probably going to rip higher. This is a big consolidation breakout. Now, just because it holds up for 3 days, I got people going, oh, time to short the dollar, uranium to the moon, gold to the moon. I'm like, did something get fixed? Did I miss something? I don't know what's going on because it's like, hold on. Like, I don't know. Let's see if this sounds right. Did I miss it? Did the fire truck come along and all of a sudden just hose out the dollar? And the economy just got fixed? Because I hear the fire sirens coming. Do you? I thought I heard that. Sounded pretty obvious to me. Just be aware, the dollar's holding up. Do you want to own the yuan, yen, euro, peso? No. I'm telling you, this is holding up for a reason. The VIX. I can't remember who was in the Discord room, talked about it. Yeah, the VIX coming back is pretty natural. Could it get to the 20-day? Yeah. We said watch it. It wasn't getting over the 200-day near term. Not surprised. Hello? I mean, off the first low. Again, we talk about it. It can pull back. It can pull back. Ugh, come on, let me draw. It can pull back. It can pull back. Now, here's the thing about day traders or swing traders. If you got into the markets up at 424 to 4 whatever, what were the best prices again? No, was it 4? No, not 4. No, near 430. The market's at 417. You're at the 20-day. What are you doing? If you got shorts and you took some off, that's fine. I get around it. Trade around position. But if you're like, oh, man, this market, it's going to knock me out. No. Probably not. Remember, professional gap. We talked about it. The last professional gaps, this one just was a blowout off the highs. This one came back and chopped around a little bit, right? This one started it and came back. I mean, you can see like, that was a little gap, but the action. But my point being is you can kind of rally back. Now, if it got over the 20-day for a day or two, would that be the end of the world? No, it's a repeating pattern. I mean, do we have to fill the gap? Not necessarily, but could we play around? Like, I keep telling you, like, this is a ugly island floating reversal. And again, you'll see it better on the Qs. But at this point, please, like, don't. If you think every day in a swing trade goes in your favor, then I don't know what kind of investing you've been doing. Then you can't watch. If you can't, like, absorb, like, take out the emotions of this, I am sorry. QQQ, here it is. Here's the island. That'd be QQQ, man, the island. Island boys. Yeah, those guys are the best. Right. Man, the island boys. Yeah. There's the ambulance. Picking those guys up at some point. I'm pretty sure they're going to pick on somebody on social media and someone's going to let them know how island and gangster they really are, right? LOL. Qs. I mean, professional gap, bro. Okay. We'll see how much higher it goes. I mean, counter trend rally, 20-day, maybe. Here's the thing. Let's start digging. When we get through tech, you're going to be like, it doesn't really actually look that good. And keep in mind, SPY's at the 20-day. This is not. Just be patient. The Feds are talking tomorrow. We got it. What are they going to say? I mean, I don't think he's going to say, I don't think Powell says anything bullish. IWM is filling the gap. Get it over with. Get it over with. Get it. Get it. But Dan, how do you know it's a bear? Oh, took out my earphones. All right, I won't do that one again. Too loud. It's a bear market. Oh, well, first of all, look at the Qs. Have the Qs not led the whole kit and caboodle higher? Yes. What do we talk about? Once you break below the 20-month, it's game over. Game over. Game over. Point of control. People keep going like, oh, I gotta do this. I'm like, it's a trader's market. I gotta hold uranium. I get so many uranium folks, and I love them because they're like kin. I'm a gold person, and I like both. And trading stuff forever, and they're like, oh, it's safe. It's safe, Dan. Okay, it's safe. The market is priced in tomorrow's meeting already. Yeah, potentially. Again, I don't like to make assumptions like that because what happens here is if you go all in adding back to your shorts today, and then it pops, it hurts a little more. So if you think it's 50-50, you add some. Just keep in mind, the trend is not going to go down every day. There's going to be these stupid little mini catalysts all along the way. Next week, it'll be some sort of data. Next week, it'll be another data. Next week, it's the next data. Next week, it's the Fed talk. Do you see how this never ends? We're just at support. That's all it is. We held support here. Look in this blue zone. Sorry it's not stretched out. That's all we're at. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Shh. We're just in this box. I mean, let me get the box pretty good. There you go. Do we see this? The support zone. That's just support equals resistance. It's that simple. It's now support until what? It gets below it. Just please don't overthink this stuff. I mean, every day. I mean, I always tell people it's all repeating patterns, but you can trade the 5 and 10 minute chart and be comfortable with 5 minutes of intraday action going against you. One daily candle. Can't do it. Nah, come on, man. Don't be like that. IWM, filled the gap. Whatever. Gold. The Feds are going to pivot. It's safe. It hurts. If I'm wrong, fine. But what have we talked about every video? Gold is the double bottom king. I feel like this is just dumb. People have heard this come in here like, man, please stop saying it. But I'm like, I get every day someone asks me. Look, it's a big cup and handle. We always say the 0.382 is the max downside on a cup. We're probably going to retest. But I got to buy gold. All right, man. I'll say it again. Why does gold, silver, uranium, all of your favorite names get trashed when the market gets sold? Because guess what? Nothing's safe in the sense because margin calls, hedge fund redemptions, institutions unloading, everything gets sold. There's nothing safe. Margin calls galore. Oh, hey, you're down 50% on your account. You're going to need to raise capital. Well, guess what? You're selling your uranium. And again, I know this is what happens because I've been there. I tell people stuff all the time, and they're like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I've literally stepped in this pile of poop, and I've made that mistake a dozen times. So when you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, I laugh. Because I'm like, I'm literally done what you're doing right now 1,000 times, potentially. No, probably not 1,000, but hundreds of times, depending on the name, the stock, the position. I've been there. Don't tell me how this works. And again, it's because you don't know. And if you can't admit that through a probability mindset, say, well, you're probably right. Well, name the best time to buy silver, Dan. It's always after the Fed what? Pivots. Boom. Pow. Fed's pivoting in October 2008. Are we there yet? No. This is just a downtrend. It's just a downtrend. And people don't realize, and again, I'm going to give myself a high five. And I'm going to, Scott, Eric, and some of the lovers in here be like, we were long gold, what? If you go to the Discord room, there's a video I published on December 15th and said, why is gold stuck? The 4 reasons: seasonality, tax loss selling, the Fed meeting on the 15th, and what? OPEX. That was the bottom. I picked the bottom, and then it ran up. Did not sell at the highs. Wish I had. Sold and got out all here on the retest of the 2011 highs. And I've told people since when? Since basically April, leave the stuff alone. And if you don't know, go watch the past videos. Go watch it. Why is gold stuck? December 15th, 2021. It's easy. Now what? Now let it come back. And someone's going to argue, well, Dan, I don't want to be late. If this is a big move, get out of here. I don't mind being late. I don't want to be early and be down 30% like these people who are trying to argue with me. Absolutely not. Thank you, Eric. It is all facts. That's why I literally could be done for the year trading. People don't realize our first quarter was insane, and then our second quarter was not bad, and our third quarter is going great. That's my point. Let it play out. Oh, but I got to be early. No, don't. Please, trust me. You can be late. This is a party. It's going to go on for years. If you're a day late, who gives a crap? This is a year's worth of potential move up in uranium, gold, silver, commodities, whatever, when the bull market starts in it. And you're going to tell me you want to be early. All right, well, I just hope it starts when you think it does, because you might be down percentages of points or stuck, missing out on short tech. Yeah, early, late, yeah, always, my friends. Trying to make this funny, but it's just sad because these same folks just don't know. I feel sad for them because it bothers me tremendously because I care that people don't have to make the same mistakes I've done and I've made. Again, they say the smart guy learns from their mistakes, wise guy learns from others. Do you want to be wise and experienced or smart? GDX just basing here at the range lows. What happens at some point? The wick. The wick is coming. The blowout. Again, where we talked about GDXJ is the one you want to own. I said this a million times. It got back up to the May lows while the GDX did not at all. Yeah, Susan says buy uranium every day. Yeah, it's just a joke, y'all. It's holding up great. I mean, this is what I want to see at the lows. I want to see the volume and the action get wide and loose. What does wide and loose action mean at inflection points? Distribution, accumulation, depending on the one. And guess what? People get aggressively buying down here. Guess what the market maker is going to do? Whip them around the world. No, they're going to get whipped and slapped all over the place. I don't have a sound for that, but that's what happens. Again, at the bottoms, before the capitulation, it's going to be crazy. Up, down, and at the last point, You give up. That's what the market makers are always trying to get us to do. They want us to buy high, sell low, give up. Just assume certainty. Just give up. And I'm sorry, I don't see uranium bulls giving up. And honestly, the more that they push on Twitter, they get the same ending. It makes me scared. You think they're going to get the AMC ending, the Bed Bath & Beyond, or the Hertz ending, or whatever piece of junk. Because they're not. They have real value, but they're going to get slaughtered, man. Just breathe, Dan. People don't know. They don't know. You know, you're just trying. Nope, they got to learn. It's like, hey, don't step in the fire. Don't burn yourself. Hey, kid, don't do... Ow! Burn myself. Why did you tell me that? Like, yeah, whatever. Stop it. Oh, Head and Shoulders bottom. I heard this yesterday, and I just started laughing. Just laughing. No, leave these names alone. This one has volume at the lows, y'all. What's up, Cat? Here you go. Down here. Here, see it? Volume. Holding up way better. Would we all agree? AEM looks way better. Way better. Way better than every other gold miner. I mean, maybe I'm missing some on my radar, but not PAAS. No. At the lows, Newmont Mining. Please do not buy this. I get a question. I mean, I haven't had a question on the videos. I was like, well, what do you think of Newmont? No. What have I said over and over? At some point, we probably break this trend line, just like we broke... Why is my computer... And every day it does... Oh, there it is. Broke this trend line here in 2008. Remember this? No, of course you didn't, because you weren't trading this crap. I was like, oh my God. This stock... I mean, gold was holding up, and it was like, oh my God. This went from 60 down to 20. Why? Gold's not down 60%. Their margins didn't get smashed. No. Doesn't work like that. I'm telling you guys, if you think everything is all about fundamentals, I'm going to show you the fundamentals. No, I'm not actually. I'm just going to show you pain. I don't know how to put this sign, and I'm not you. I'm talking about your account balance is going to show you it real hard. Letter X. Letter X, letter X. Nice little bounce here. Looks like a sweet little novice gap up here, like a double. And people go, oh, it's a professional. If it's a professional gap, so be it. I mean, I just know, what do we know about letter X? Y'all know, people who've been trading this. Sucka is crazy. It's crazy. New core. Here you go. Popping 5 points. Don't take your profits. See what happens. Market probably will. Holding the 20-day. No problem. Just basing out. CCJ. Here we go. Stop talking about uranium, Dan. You're clueless. Okay. I said this today, and I think Ready to Sell shorted it today, which I was like, commend you, because it's day 2. Here you go. Day 2. I'm pretty sure it got up at 28. Unreal. And then the uranium bulls are going to tell me I'm wrong. They're going to tell me all day we're wrong. We're wrong. And again, fundamentals. Stop. Fundamentals. Your U.S. Steel trades at a 1 PE. Meta trades at a 17. Tesla trades at a bazillion. Fundamentals. I went through at the end of the last video and showed you what I think matters. 27.8. Thank you. Ready? Thank you. That's a great trade. Now you know your stop and where you're, get over 29, and okay, great. Could it go higher? I hate playing this game with folks about, well, did we not say, and people, please, y'all who are in here, said, if it holds this, it probably bounces. Did we not say that? Because again, the market was going higher. All of this stuff, please. I wish people could just like remember the past and without me just saying it. What did we say? You could probably buy it down here because the market's going to bounce. Same with gold. Same with everything. TLT. Everything. Everything is everything. Yeah, big up candle followed by the doji. Big up candle followed by the doji. Big up candle followed by multiple dojis and flop. I'm telling you, this stuff is not going to hold up. It didn't in 2008. Oh, uranium's the best. No. No. Stop lying to yourself. Panic hits everything. It bothers me because people are just like, I'm going to miss out. And it's like, that missing out belief is why you don't win either, because you hold on to things that go lower and you miss out on what? Other opportunities. Trading, it's a game. It's an absolute game, but you just got to play buy and hold. You got to create certainty. And I'm telling you, as soon as you feel certainty in trading, the market's going to change on you. Okay? Anyway, tight action, VALE, leave it alone. 11 or 12. 10, 10, 11. Yeah, why roll the dice? I don't get why people want to roll the dice in trading. If you have a small account, great. Well, guess what? I'm advising people how to get rich in trading. And if you're going to live off of your account, you don't roll the dice. You don't roll the dice. Your goal is what? To preserve capital at all costs. You don't get rich in trading by gambling. How is this not obvious? I'm not trying to be angry, but it's like, you got to be kidding me. You go to the casino, you make $10,000. You think you're going to turn it into $1 million by just gambling constantly at the casino? No. You learn the game. You learn how to count cards, learn how to play poker. You learn how to play a strategy. You do something that's replicable. But it's not gambling. You're putting probabilities in your favor. But, oh, now it's trading. Let's roll the dice. That's what people want to do. And I'm like, well, guess what? I can guarantee how the roll ends, and it's called craps. Crap. You're going to lose at some point because you're just going to stack a bigger and bigger stack and gamble. And all it takes is one loss. And all of a sudden, 10 wins become one big fat L. And you're right where you started. How do I know? Because I've done it. I've done that so many times. As soon as I got cocky, the market just slapped me around like I was an idiot. And I deserved it, honestly. Arrow. I like this one. You got volume down here. Come back to the lows. But you see why I'm trying to be nice to these folks, but they really don't even know. It's like a child, and you're like, please, when you're learning how to drive, put on your safety belt. Follow the rules. Drive defensively. You don't know what you're doing. Nope, let's go out there and test the limits and just gamble on everything and freaking murder. Murder. And when I say, like, murder, you know what I mean? Like, you're actually going to destroy your account. Sad, 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 sad. Mosaic, I thought it was going to stop here. Nice big green candle. I don't know how high it's going to go. We've talked about food shortages. We talked about that. But again, they all look the same. All this stuff is starting to unwind. All of these winners look very tired to me in the commodity space. All right? They all look dangerous. Please, I'll check it out at the end when I do the recap, my friend. I don't want to get interrupted. Well, guess what volume... Now, again, if you know what volume price analysis is, what do we talk about? This was the one. Well, guess what? Now it's gapping away. Is this a novice gap? That's what I would be watching. We talked about this being the stronger of the Mosaic names. I know there's fundamental stuff going on in the world with urea prices and fertilizer. I get it. I get it. But here was the leader. You know, see how you pick a leader? Volume price analysis. If the money stops the drop and they hold the price, and again, check Mosaic. Notice there's nearly nothing, no volume down here. And it's not acting as well as what? CF. CF's making 52-week highs. Mosaic is what? 30% off the highs? Do you see the difference? Do you see why I'm pointing AEM out for the later? Yeah, what, 880, and we're still at 60. 25% difference. You see? The market is plain and simple in front of your eyes, but do you see it? How for what it is? Probably not. Most don't. Yeah, let's get into this stuff. Okay, AMD. Now people are like, oh, the market's bullish. Look at NVIDIA's action. Yawn. Wow, look at that volume, man. Yeah. All you do is watch price action and look at the volume. It's crap. It's just popping back. It filled the gap 20-day. Support equals resistance. Is it going to get over? Is AMD going to get over this? Probably not. I keep telling people, like, you should be watching for the short. Instead, I see people all in calls. All in calls. This is an anomaly, folks. This is an anomaly. Big green candle with no volume. It's a trap candle. I just don't know when the trap starts. Yeah, sometimes the big green can be followed by the big red. I agree. We'll see. SMH. Oh my God, NVIDIA and AMD. Man, y'all do not get it. Chips turn into a commodity. And the tech cycle ends. Not like they're not going to disappear. They're not disappearing, but they all make great chips. And now inputs go up. Guess what? They have no margin. And guess what? When they have no margin and they have to sell, they sell as many chips as they can at what? The discounted prices. It's such a freaking cycle of destruction. And people are like, it's not a bear market. It's not a bear market, Dan. Okay. Do you remember 2000? Wipe out 90% of your value. Remember AMD going to pennies after it was up a lot? Yeah, you probably don't. Back under the 20-month. Game over. Back at the point of control. Oh, but no. What do we say? The straight line move is at the highs is no different than the straight line capitulation at the lows. Would we consider this a capitulation? 100 to 320 in 2 years. Do the math. Do the math. Do the math. I mean, buy some puts? I don't know. You just got to know how to trade. And then people will be like, oh, I'll buy puts. And then they buy the October 180 puts. And I'm like, Jesus. And I'm not like, Jesus need help me. I'm just like, Lord Jesus, help our friends. Not me. Not me. I just like, geez Louise. Oh my God. It held. Cool. Filled the gap. I said this earlier. Check out. I said, watch this level. Check the tweet. Follow me on Twitter. Watch this level. See what happens. Got over it. So it's not the short. Now we're up here. Filling the gap. Dan, it's bullish. It's bullish, Dan. Look at the action. Bad news that rises. Get out of here. How many times have you seen good, bad news, whatever, and the market does something different? It doesn't matter. It's a trap. It's a game. Don't look at the fundamentals. Oh, they guided down. They kitchen sink the quarter. It's got to go higher. Oh, man. It's so amazing. What do we say? The news is the personal retail trader noose. Oh, remember that volume? And then it went lower and it's chopping. It's just, this is what's so hard about NVIDIA. It's already got cut in half. It could chop out a little harder. That's all it is. That is all it is, man. But people got to give it more. Got to make it more than it is. Apple. Good old fruit. Maybe it gets to one. I mean, it's what support equals resistance. I say this all the time. Do people actually know what that means? What's one was support becomes resistance, and once was resistance becomes support. Here's the gap. Get over it. Where can it go? Probably 8-10 day, 170. We'll see. I know the market's getting close and it's rallying at the close, really squeezing bears. Dan, are you nervous? No, I have a plan. I have my stops, but I also know what? In a downtrend, things go up at times. Oh my God. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, remember when we shorted up here? Did you see us panicking on these days? No, we use it to add to our shorts. So if you trade around your position, say you got 100 shares and 50 is your core, you took 50 off, it pops, you add 25 back, pops a little more, you add 24.5 back, boom, you set a stop, hard stop on that 50, and guess what? And then it goes lower. That's how it works. I mean, think about it. This was the 10-minute chart. But again, everybody looks through the eyes of, oh, today is the most important day of the year. Wrong. Wrong. No. Today is not that important. Neither is tomorrow. Neither is the next day. It's just another part of the game. You're playing poker here. Everyone's getting dealt cards. You got to see the flop, the turn, the river. I mean, that's just what it is. You got to invest the right way. Microsoft. Oh, but it's popping, Dan. It's popping. Oh, look at that. So strong. Look at that strong little guy. Look at that little baby volume. Oh, it's so cute. No, if you shorted up here like some of us did, man, wake me up when there's something to look at. Tesla, what did we talk about? And others noted in the channel. After they're split, it usually dumps. Wow, nice pop. Now, man, I have to redraw the charts. Whatever. Done. It's done. Done. Oh, they're all my charts. Look at it. It's like all up here. Gross. What have we said? The stock is done. It was uninvestable. This is what I always love. I always love doing this example. I'm sorry. Before this candle, Tesla was always overvalued, uninvestable, too many car crashes, too many government credits, too many problems. Now this candle happens and everybody's bullish. And when I say everybody, I mean retail. And now what? Just keeps making lower lows and lower highs. But guess what? Tell me somebody that actually doesn't Like, if they own Tesla, ask them to sell Tesla. See what they say. Ask them, what's your plan? I don't know a single bull who has a plan other than just hold. Market maker got you. That noose is around your neck, and you don't even know it, and they're about to pull the freaking rug out. Whoa. Yeah, come on, pop into the close. Don't care. Just don't care. Get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. Get it over with. I got puts in October. If you got to do it now, do it quick. So now what? Man, this stock is just so hilarious to me because I'm going to get 1,000. Not 1,000. A bunch of people asking, what do you think about this? And it's like, yeah, same thing I thought about it yesterday. You better sell it at some point. No, but I'm holding forever, Dan. You don't get it. It's a long-term hold. Yeah, is that right? Why all of a sudden I can't get AMZN? Amazon. It's a long-term hold, Dan. Got to do it. Okay. Back to the 20-day. Do I need to go through all these tech charts? They all look so crappy. Roblox hits the 50 levels like we talked about. Remember, we talked about volume price analysis. Notice how in May, when the market was tanking, this put in a bottom. We talked about the volume. Then it did a higher low. Zing. Hit our resistance. Support equals resistance. Take notes of this stuff if you're not paying attention. Blow off. Now it's just burning down. Get it pop? Yeah, but the support equals resistance and backed off. How do you pick these spots? There's videos. I talk about all this stuff. If there's something involved in trading, I have done a video on it. I promise you. I promise you. Giving away this stuff for free because, again, I want to be surrounded by a bunch of other great traders so that when I'm busy, I can look up and say, hey, Scott, Eric, Ben, whoever it is, what are you doing? Oh, but what about other people who followed you from the past? Well, they gave up because trading was hard. Eventually it gets you, and then you either learn or you don't. I don't really, again, you ever see that like a meme where it's like, you don't know how close you are to success if you stop digging. You could be an inch. It could be a mile. You don't know. It's a game that you have to either invest in mentally and to go for, or just eventually it's going to get you and you give up. It'll get us. I'm not going to be surprised when I'm wrong at some point, but I'm not going to cry about it. I learn from it every time. Again, that's why I'm more worried about my losses. You folks that are like, I got to roll the dice. Got to roll them dice. Got to roll that dice. You're going to crap out at some point. You just keep pressing your bets bigger and bigger, and you're just going to lose. So it's like you start right back where you started because you're never taking money out of the market. You're all or nothing trading. That's so dangerous. NDAQ talked about it hitting the monthly trend line here. Now it's just holding the 20-day. Oh, yawn. Sleepy bear. What's the next one? Roblox. We've done NASDAQ. Let's do XBI. Yawn. Hey, some people really are picking up on this stuff today. I'm proud of them. That's not a dice prop. That's actually on my desk to remind me not to gamble. 200-day. Point of control. Some people hear it. And again, what do we say about rolling the dice? No, about XBI. It leads, right? It bottomed first. And does that look bullish? Yep, people are rolling the dice going along. Okay. We'll see. Hits the 200-day, backs off. We'll see. We shall see. I mean, again, I'm just inundated with, on days when I'm right, crickets. Days when the market goes against us in a swing trade, 1,000 messages. Not 1,000, but a dozen or so going, oh, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like, okay, boss. What are we at? 155. Let's see. I'm just curious. Remember how we talked about the final 10-minute candles? The market makers act in the first and five and last 5 minutes of the day sometimes because what? The greatest amount of liquidity is present. Present. Who wants to watch this candle? Let's see what happens here. Man, the volume is not that high. But do y'all get it? Do y'all see the bigger picture sometimes? I mean, it's just the market maker wants what? It's trying to take your money. Do you see that? So I always laugh at the people who, the GameStop and the apes and all the people get mad at institutions and hedge funds. It's like you're going to a casino game and you're getting mad you're losing. Oh, let's rob the house. I mean, what? I don't get what that. Like, what's your play here? You're going to play a game where if you lose, They take your money. If you win, they pay you, but you're going to get mad when the game's rigged in their favor? What the heck? Why? 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 Oh, got another stock twit telling me I'm an idiot for being bearish. Just be patient. It's a dead cat bounce. Nope. Okay, sure, be patient. It's going to 140. This woman's claiming. She's like, look here, I'll pull up Google. She keeps telling me every day it goes up. It's going to 140, Dan. It's going to 140. Is it? Is it? Oh, but look at this candle. It's got to go to 140. All right, just a quick poll. Odds. How many people here think Google's going to 140? I mean, you can be honest. I'm not gonna like shred you or make fun of you. I'm just interested to know if people really think that's possible, because I'm curious to know the type of people that are listening. Because again, it says a lot. Is Google going to 140? This is where my mouse is. This would be 140. In this market, is it going to 140? Oh, drop the dice. Not this time around. This time around. That implies there will be another time. It does. Interesting. If you know the past, the leaders change. Yeah, probably no way. Good. Hey, where's Ben at? He said 421. We talked about that. No. Here's the SPY. What did we say the point of control was? The 421 area. Do we bounce there? Now, this is what it's going to be hilarious. You close at the highs, right? You close at the highs, and then what? Watch the last 2 seconds. This is so addictive because I love to watch the last couple minutes. Because look, here's the short squeeze. Right? Squeeze. Here are the market makers. Here you go. Here are your shares. Here are your shares, bod. Oh, let us short. We got a short too, man. Let's squeeze. Oh, dropped 7 cents on one tick. I wonder how many shares that was. I can see it moving through. 4.9 million. Right? It's like moving so fast, my brain hurts. Tick, 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 and all of a sudden it just finds stopping power. Yeah, I think Google does go lower, not because I'm trying to antagonize anybody, but the bull market's over. Google's not going to 140. Just like Tesla's not going to 1200. Just like Amazon's not going back to the highs. Just like the Qs, the SPYs, they're not getting there anytime near term. But remember, they can get there later when they rebalance. But guess what they won't own? Google, Amazon. No, the new names, Jake. Whoa, look at that squeeze. Whoa. Watching it like it just pop like popcorn. I think we got the close, right? Yeah. We got the close. Do we have the after hours? No, wait, hold on. Like time traveling. It's like so much volume, it's struggling to implement on the chart. We'll check it out here in a minute anyway. Not surprised. Get a little squeeze action. Talked about the point of control being 421. If it gets there, cool. I mean, if you short it up here, what do we always say? It could retest. That's never out of the probabilities. But if it's really as bearish as I don't think you're going to get there. Remember how we talked about the bottom here? That professional gap? Look how long. The bulls. Remember at the bottom, y'all who were bullish with us. Oh, it's just not. It's dead. It's dead. It's like, no. It came back. Then what? Failed to go lower. At some point, you get some sort of back test. Why? Think about the psychology real quick, right? You gotta trap people. If we rip right off the highs, I mean, and you could have. But what do I actually prefer? What should you actually prefer? Some sort of retest at some point. Because why is the retest so powerful? It draws in more people to what? Get trapped. If the direction can be bigger, great. We'll see. I mean, again, the news, whatever. I mean, it's so hard to predict exactly why something's going to happen and how, very short term. But everyone wants to predict the short term. That's what they do. Morgan Stanley, talk about financials. Somebody's got to foot the bill for all the problems. Started adding again today at the 200-day. It wasn't by early. I don't know, but we shorted up here. So obvious. It's fine. Let me zoom out. Because we're like, you're just cherry picking your winners. It's like, no. We covered a lot of stuff that was near highs, and then we got back in. That was not easy to do, but it worked. Here's the reason. Support equals resistance. JP Morgan, absolute dog. No buyback, No love. Look at the thing. Stuck to the bottom of the platter. Crap. What do I need to do? UTHR and EXPI. Here, fundamentals. I'm telling y'all, fundamentals don't matter. They just don't. The stock, I work for them. Every month we are poaching everybody's best agents. We're now the 3rd largest brokerage in the world, and nobody knows that. But we are taking agents from left and right. Because why? We give more money to the brokers themselves versus the brokerage. Fundamentals. Funny. Funny how that works, isn't it? UTHR. Head and shoulders top. We talked about here again, volume price analysis. If you're new to this, look at this. Stopping power, retest. Higher. Took time. Oh, but I couldn't hold. Okay. Well, you missed out on the big move. The straight line move, what? Happens near the end. Top. Well, how does that relate to the SPY? Well, guess what? The straight line move will probably be at the end. We don't know when that is, but if you position from the highs, you could ride. Imagine if you bought this down here. You could have traded this all alone. It's a sheer and made money because you knew it was going higher. You could buy the dips. Buy the dips, sell the rips. Or buy the dips, sell some rips, keep playing it, and then boom. And your core position would have gone nowhere. Say you had 100 shares. That turned into a $100 share. Move. LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Hennessy. Interesting. If the market's so bullish, why is this stock acting crappy? Sorry, I just got in a tangent. Let's end it on oil and gas, and then I'll open it up for questions. How's that sound? Yay! Said this yesterday, said it the day before, said it every day. Watch the 77 to 78 range. Well, guess what happened yesterday? We got up over 77, said, all right, we'll just keep an eye on it. I'm talking about this spot right here. Got a little over it. Remember, the less powerful one's not as important. You try to use that one, but isn't it clear this one is high volume highs, high volume lows, love to retest. Look at that crap. Take notes. I'm telling you guys, it's a hack. There's a hack in the system. And it has nothing to do with watching price all day. It's just looking back, looking to the past. Why does this level matter? Why? Well, there's a ton of volume at it. Market memory. Dark pool money, whatever you want to call it. It all makes a difference here. They're going to make the decisions based on what happens here. Oil bulls, the least smart people out there right now, because if there is a recession, which again, maybe I'm wrong here. I'll eat it. I'll eat the sock. I'll bite the bullet. Then it goes higher, fine. But anyone new to the channel, do you know what happened in 2008 when they were claiming end of oil? Saudis were going to run bone dry. The world was going to end because we were running out of oil. Yada, yada, yada. Gone. Demand destruction. Higher prices. Do what? Demand destruct. Now I know ultimately they probably will go higher. No one's arguing that, but we're talking about the near term. It's just like arguing with the same fool who believes uranium was a good trade when he's down 30% and he just got back to even and it's a great trade. Well, if you want to buy oil here, go right ahead. If it drops down to $67 a barrel, $60 to $70 a barrel, maybe even 50, do you want to own this? No. You don't. I'm just sorry. I hate to be mean to folks, but it's just silly. UNG. Talked about bull trap. Look above and fail. Problems. XOP. We're into the upper range bound. We're a little bit over it. Whatever. Just watching this area in the 150s. Oil so bullish. Why is it going tight? Gap up. Hammer. Inside day and another doji. If it's so bullish, why are the candles getting real sloppy and tired? Like, remember we talked about, oh, tired action. Yeah, tired. Yawn. All that bullishness, and it's going what? It's flat. Can't even get over Monday's highs, Tuesday's highs. Yawn. Let's end it on ExxonMobil, XLE. New people to the channel. Someone stopped into the Discord room and said, I bought ExxonMobil at 94. I'm like, oh. Okay, well, I hope you're taking profits. We're filling the gap. What did I said? Nobody rang my bell today and texted me. I said, if you see ExxonMobil up in the high 90s, text me. Well, look at that action. Doge. Not Dogecoin. Doji. Doji. XLE. Let's end it here, and then I'll open up questions. Oh, it's back to the point of control at the highs. It's that simple. All right, kind of done. I'm going to turn the stream off and then, turn the recording off and continue streaming. If you have any questions, please feel free to start loading them in now. If you have questions about what to do when you make money, again, it's not to have the biggest account. Having the biggest trading account is not the goal. It is to what? Generate passive income from what? Assets that you can divert away from being taxed. Remember, when you make trades, you're paying 25%. When you buy houses, you pay 0 if you 1031 them. And you know how to use the tax laws to your advantage. Multiple write-offs, endless write-offs. That's my goal, is to continue to buy properties. It should be yours as well. Remember, I'm an agent. Let me help you out. I'm building the processes literally so it makes it just as easy as trading. All the videos I have for how to learn this, same thing with real estate. And again, if you use me as a referral agent, I will walk you through the process and also be along to be there. You'll have 2 agents for the price of one. Because remember, if you were a buyer in this market, the listing agent, the seller, pays the commission. I get paid when you close. I don't get paid from you, and I don't want to, honestly. Anyway, turning off the recording. You guys have a great day. Stop by Discord room if you have any questions. Be safe out there, right? Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.